Hello, we are going to look at example 33, and it tells us that our random variable x follows a normal distribution. It gives us a mean of 2 and a standard deviation. We don't know the variance or standard deviation, but we do know that the probability that our random variable x is less than 3 is equal to 0.8. So we know the area. Basically, you know the area of the graph, right? So, and then it wants us to find what is the probability that x is greater than 3, the probability that x is less than 1, and then the probability that our random variable x is between 1 and 3. So because the normal distribution is completely symmetrical, we can just use the graph to be able to solve some of these problems. So it told us that we know our mean is 2, so at 2, right here is where our mean is. So when I draw my normal distribution, it's going to look something like this, right? Good, right here. And then it told us that when it's less than 3, so that would be right here, I know that my area under this curve right here, I don't want to use that color because it's the same as this one. Let's use this one. Yeah, so right here, when it's everything right here, when it's everything under this graph all the way up to here, right, to infinity, I know that this area is 0.8. So I can use that. If this is 0.8 and all the area is 1, I know that this area right here, let's use a different color. So I know that area, I know that this area right here is actually 0.2. And that gives us the answer for this one, right? The probability that it's bigger than this, I know that that is 0.2, right? So I can use the symmetry of the graph to figure that out. Now, when is it less than 1? That's right here, so that's everything right here. And if you notice, this area right here is the same area right here because of symmetry, right? It's 1 from the mean, 1 from the mean. So this guy right here is also going to be 0.2, right? Good. You could have done this in a couple of different ways, right? You know that here, this area right here is 0.8, right? From 3 all the way to here. But right here, this whole area, let's see if I can, this area right here, from this guy right here all the way this way, this whole area accounts for half the graph. So that's 0.5. And then, you know, I can say what's 0.8 minus 0.5, I know that this is 0.3 right here, and this is 0.3. Well, that gives us this. Between 1 and 3, this gives us 0.6, right? I could see that that's 0.6. I also could have said, well, to get that graph, right, I could just see that if I want to get between 1 and 3, I could have said 1 minus both of these areas subtracted, which is 0.4, and that gives us our 0.6. So there's definitely a couple ways you can use this, but if you have a normal distribution, you know the values, there's a lot of different types of probabilities you can find just from symmetry. But there you go.